All right, Shalom. Wasn't expecting the broadcast to start like that.
Want to start it?
Yeah.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, as always, we want to give all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh,
Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem, Rakakadash.
Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth and the spirit. And we want to give a special peace and blessings and salutations to the elect. All right, we out here another week to teach the word of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai. All right, and to do the will of the Most High. I'm going to start with, this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 51 and verse 7. It says, Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. All right, and that golden cup, that's Babylon the Great, that's in the Lord's hand. All right, the Lord has a special destruction for this place, man. All right, because once upon a time, this place was known as what? The Lady of Kingdoms. Right? This was the greatest place on earth, so to speak. All nations would come here and flourish, you know. But now, the nations have, they've woken up to the fact that this place is really one big hellhole. Okay, and in these latter times, you're starting to see these other nations of people. What they're doing is a lot of them are going back home to their homeland, but then there's more of them that's trying to squeeze the last bit of money out of Babylon the Great. You know, they're trying to drain this place of its funds in these latter times. All right. So it says, the nations have drunken up her wine, therefore the nations are mad. And the wine, as we know, is the philosophies, man. Okay? The nations have drunken of the different philosophies of this place, but they've woken up to it. Okay? So now they're upset because what America will do is they'll come in on your turf or on your homeland, give you their democracy, and give you their way of living. And some of these other nations, they actually live, righteously. You know, the woman is under the man. You know, you gotta fix that. Y'all can just hold it, man, because I don't want it doing that, the whole camp swiveling. Just hold it. The woman is under the man. All right. The children are obedient to their parents. You know, but once America comes in there, all right, everything becomes a mess. The woman starts wearing pants. She starts being wicked. Yeah, just hold it. That shit's all fucked up. Anyway, it says Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain. If so be, she may be healed. We will have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her. Let us go every one into his own country, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies. And like I said, you're gonna have these other nations. All right, soon they're gonna flee back into their homeland, because at the end of the day, as prophesied, this place is gonna be destroyed by the way of thermonuclear fire. All right, that's why these nations are building up different nuclear capabilities. All right, that's why these nations are building up their nuclear arsenal, because there's gonna be a world war. Just had I don't know if it was true, they didn't confirm it, but with the Iranian who was like a commander or something like that.
Yeah, the commander of the Iranian Revolutionary Guard, I think it's called.
Yeah. And then you had the one of those top scientists got murked.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So they're now on top of this virus, you're having a little World War beef going on, which that's what we've been waiting on. You know, this virus, I mean, he's using the virus for the Great Reset, but whenever we hear those world wars, we get a little excited. We hear World War III news.
Hey, well, that's prophesied. You know, when you go into the Matthew the 24th chapter, it speaks about wars and rumors of wars, and that's a part of the wars and rumors of wars.
You got something?
I got this in Joel.
3. Yep, get that.
This is the book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near.
Yeah, man. You know, the Most High is preparing war because he's a man of war, as it is written in Exodus 15:3. You know, the Most High is putting that old spirit back on the Medes. Go ahead. The Russians.
Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears.
Yeah, get your weapons ready. You know, get your weapons ready, man. And this world war is gonna be fought with nukes. The Lord is gonna put the spirit on the different kings of the earth to press a button and shoot nuclear missiles on one another. Okay, and you're gonna have this side versus that side, America versus Russia, Iran versus Israel. But the scriptures say that America's basically gonna get jumped. They're gonna hate the whore and turn on her and burn her with fire.
Yep.
They already are jumping on it, man. Because, well, on an economic standpoint, because a lot of these nations, they're moving towards these digital currencies and they're leaving the dollar out. You know, they're working together like India and China and Russia and China. They're working together to boycott the dollar and leave it out of their trade amongst each other, man.
Let the weak say, I am strong. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Hither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Verse 12. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat.
Yeah, in the Hebrew, like we always go over when we read the scripture, is Yahweh Shabbat, which means the Lord's judgment. So the Lord is going to gather all these nations into one region, all right, to be judged. All right, and who's going to catch the greatest judgment? America, Babylon the Great, as it is written in Revelation 17:18. All right.
Jeremiah, the 50th chapter.
Yep, Jeremiah 50:51. This place is going to catch the greatest judgment. Okay? Because this is known as the hammer of the earth. And the hammer of the earth is going to have to get hammered on, man.
Yep.
Eventually, the bully got to get bullied, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
That's right.
Go ahead.
For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about.
Yep.
Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come get you down.
Yeah, the harvest is ripe. Things are ready. All right? That's what that means. Things are ready to be, you know, everything is set. You know, the elites are planning. Me and Yasharan was talking on the way here, and he was talking about how they planning a so-called COVID-21, man.
Yeah.
That's going to be, you know, have stronger strands.
Yeah, because when you look into what a lot of scientists were saying that were researching it, that there's a lot of the viral code that's missing, man, and that this thing could be much stronger, man.
And it really feels like you're living in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you watch a movie about a virus and it's the so-called end of the world, and we're living in those times, man.
It's a Hollywood
Most
magic.
High is just the director.
Yeah. Hey, and it's not far-fetched because, you know, even this guy, Bill Gates, he said that the second lockdown, the first lockdown, people didn't take it serious.
Right.
But the second lockdown, they will.
Yeah.
You know, so, you know.
Because if the percentages go up for the death rates, then people are going to take it more serious.
Mm-hmm.
Like right now, like we was talking about, it's at like 2% maybe. But if it goes up to 10% or 12% and more people are dying, people are going to be afraid to come outside, man.
Mm-hmm.
Give me, we're going to go back to the prophecies. Give me Isaiah 34.
And it's going to force them to get maxed out.
Yep.
Isaiah 34.
Yeah, 34:1. Because really, what we want is the spirit of war to come back in the earth. But the Lord is going to deliver. You know, He's going to put the spirit of war back in the earth with these nations. You can see it coming now. Iran has been in the news. Russia's been in the news. You know, and these people here in Babylon the Great, they really don't. They just clueless, man. Mm-hmm. They don't know what's going. Start the first verse.
This is Isaiah
34:1.
This is Isaiah chapter 34, verse 1. It reads, Come Come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people, let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations.
Yeah, the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations. His righteous hatred is upon all these nations. Go ahead.
And his fury upon all the armies. He have utterly destroyed them.
Yeah, his fury is upon all their armies. Because ultimately what's going to happen is, during the time of World War III, it tells you in 2nd Esdras that the Lord is going to make them fight. All right? Because when Yahweh Shai returns, Esau is going to try to protect his kingdom. That's why he has a space force. That's why they have satellites in the outer space, which they see the chariots very frequently, very often, but they don't share that with people because it will scare people. People that's not in the know, they would be afraid. If they were just seeing shit flying around in space, the average person would be afraid.
Hey man, really Esau, these elites are afraid because they see all these thousands of chariots out there. They know that they're out there. This is one of the reasons why they're preparing their space stations.
Yep. They're getting ready to go into their bunkers, their underground retreats, their space stations, because when the missiles fly off, the elites are gonna hide, man. They're going into hiding. Go ahead, continue on that.
God, verse 2. For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He have utterly destroyed them. He have delivered them to the slaughter.
Yeah, and a great slaughter is coming. All right? The Yahweh Shai, when he comes back with the angels, he's going to slaughter all these armies. They're going to be burnt to a crisp.
That's right.
Go ahead. Because they don't have the technology to compete with the chariots, man. They don't have the technology, the speed, the power. They don't have anything to compete with the chariots.
Not at all. Hey, the scriptures say just one chariot could destroy the earth.
Well, you can't even go to the moon, but you expect to fight against something that could go from galaxy to galaxy to galaxy, man.
That shows how
reappear, disappear, change shapes.
Cloak gets bigger and smaller.
Yep. Can go forward, backwards. A jet can't fly backwards. It could turn. They have planes where they turn upside down, but
they can't defy gravity.
It's more two-dimensional, and the chariots can fly like three-dimensional, four-dimensional.
But really, think about it. It's not them. They don't want to fight. The Most High making them fight. Just like Pharaoh. Pharaoh didn't want to. He actually wanted to let the people go, but the Most High hardened his heart.
Yep.
And when you read 2nd Esdras, the 13th chapter, it tell you all that looked upon him was so afraid, but there's fight. Why? Because the Lord hardened their heart and making them fight.
Because really, those Edomites, those punk ass Edomites in the army, and they're gonna be afraid, man. They ain't gonna be like, yeah, let's go. They're gonna be afraid. If they see something that's a chariot come out of the sky, they're gonna be afraid. But like the brother said, it says that the Lord's gonna make them fight. Go ahead.
Verse 3. Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of the carcass, and the mountains shall be melted with the blood, and all the host of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll.
Yeah, that's what we describe as a mushroom cloud, from the nukes. So there's going to be bloodshed, war. All right, go ahead.
And all their hosts shall fall down as the leaf falleth off from the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree.
Keep going.
Okay, verse 5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea.
Yeah, I believe Idumea is a Greek way for saying Edom. So that's talking about the Edomites. The Lord said it's going to come down upon Idumea. All right, which that's a code word that the Most High calls Esau. All right, you have brothers getting up in a frenzy because we say E. Well, we'll say Idumea from now on. If that makes you feel better.
Well, hey, call him Mount Seir, right?
Yeah, Mount Seir, the wicked. What was it? I mean, many names.
Idumeans.
Many names, man.
Verse 5. Continuing on to verse 5. And upon the people of my curse.
The Chaldeans, but that was a land. But you have people that lived in the land. It's a people before it's a place. So Esau is the modern day Chaldeans too. Go ahead.
And upon the people of my curse to judge, to judgment. Verse 6. The sword of the Lord is filled with blood.
Yeah, that was it. Now give me Jeremiah 50 and start at like 8.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, verse 8.
You give me Matthew's 24. Give me Jeremiah. What you got? Give me Jeremiah 50. Start at matter of fact, start at 22. Give me that first.
Matthew what?
Just go to 24. Like I said, man, we're praying that the Lord put those drum beats of war back in the earth, you know, so this world war could get back popping up, man. Because that's where the prophecies are gonna start coming to pass during the time of that war. Go ahead, 50 and 22.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, verse 22. A sound of battle is in the land, and a great destruction.
And that's something that these people don't see, man. The sound of battle is in the land and of great destruction. You got so many things happening, you can't even keep up nowadays, man. So many things happening in the news. By the time you get done reading one thing, there's something else popping up. You know, that's the Lord putting that the spirit of fear out in the earth, man. There's so many bad things happening.
Yeah, you're supposed to fear when you see these things. You're supposed to fear when you hear that it's 144 people, 144,000, and 1/3 of Israel gonna get delivered. That shit put fear on you. Like, damn.
Yeah, am I in there?
Yeah. Like all this shit. Like when I was on my way here, when getting on the train, they doing all the train stations. They doing them all over. They took out all the ways you buy tickets. They took all those machines out. It's like 1 or 2 machines that they left for people to still buy tickets. They took all those out. Yeah. It ain't even. I took a video. I'm gonna show y'all after camp. It ain't no way to put money in it. It's only cards and it look like something to scan your hand. You know what I'm saying?
Everything's gonna be digital.
And niggas walk past that every day and don't even pay attention.
Don't notice.
And they've been building it since for 6 months, so they already knew.
Yep. And they probably left only a few machines for people who niggas who only got cash.
Well, hey, just like when it came out about the vaccine cards the other day? They're gonna give everybody vaccination cards. They were, man. Those conspiracy theorists were talking about that back in April when this first came out.
Yeah. And I was just reading right before I got off the train. It's an article that said that are you willing to take the vaccine for $1,500 stimulus check?
Yep.
You seen that?
Yep.
Yeah. So that's what they're gonna do. You know that's the number one way to get Jake
Money.
They go like, damn, I don't want to take that $1,500 shit. Fuck it.
Especially people who don't have. Mm-hmm. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because Jake is defeated, man. They'll take anything that Esau give them.
Well, yeah, I got to mention this. In this new stimulus bill, there's no checks this time. There's no checks.
This is gonna be on your check. You gotta think if you got 5 in your household, what's 1,500 times 5? That's
It's a couple thousand.
They was like, shit.
It's a couple thousand.
It's just like what the scriptures say: a gift destroyeth the heart.
Yep.
And that's exactly what Esau is doing. That's one of his go-to tactics, for the weak of our people, called sellouts.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, verse 22. It's saying a sound of battle is in the land and of a great destruction. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken?
Yeah, the hammer of the earth is America, which is soon to be broken and cut asunder. Go ahead.
How is Babylon a desolation among the nations?
Yeah, how has Babylon become a desolation among the nations? The great eagle, all right, with all of its great citizens. This place is a piece of shit, man.
That's right.
Every day you wake up, you realize how more of a hellhole this place is. All right. Now, is it worse living in some other countries? Yeah, but this place is fucking wicked, man.
Hey, it's super, but this the most. It might be worse in them other countries, but them other countries and it's wicked. It's Babylon.
It's wicked, yeah. That's why I said it's wicked.
It's hard. It's actually harder here because all the wickedness that you gotta fucking endure every day.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest. That's the devil's biggest. That's how he makes his money off of sin.
And they make it to where you gotta blend in, man, in a way, you know?
Yep.
You gotta blend in a way. And if you speak out against it, or if your views don't agree with the New World Order, man, they cut you off from your job. You see these celebrities, man, whenever they don't agree, they get blackballed by everybody.
Salak. I seen a video yesterday where they said in Norway, I believe in Norway, it was one of them countries that start with an N. It said that if you speak out against the LBG community, you can get 3.5 years in prison. You seen that?
Yeah,
That
it's
shit
the
crazy.
Netherlands, I think.
Okay.
The same shit, pretty much.
Yeah.
That's a
3.5
damn
years.
shame, man.
Hey, so that means when we got arrested up there, we'd have been toast. We'd be getting out right there.
We'd be toast
We're
every
toast.
week.
That's crazy.
Hey, that's
man.
mercy, man.
That's an unrighteous decree.
Yes.
Yeah, that's all right.
And it's surprising that they ain't doing that shit in Babylon. This verse 23. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How has Babylon become a desolation among the nations? I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon. And thou was not aware, thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against Yahweh.
Yeah, and that's all this place does, man, is strive against the Most High. Everything the Most High has set in place. You know, when you read the scriptures, all the righteous thing that the Lord set in place, the law, you know, things you're supposed to do, what you're not supposed to do, this place is against it. We just talking about it. The alphabet people,
Hey,
right?
even-
It says that they supposed to be put to death, man. You know, adultery runs rampant in America. You had a show called Wife Swap, where they would swap wives for a day, and they had the shit
No,
on
it
TV.
was like a week.
It was like a week.
Crazy.
It was like yeah, and they would live with the other guy.
Yeah,
and then they
lay in the bed with her
all
and
types
shit.
of I mean, like,
Get the fuck
I
outta
remember
here.
that shit.
That shit was
You
crazy.
know?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck type of shit is that? That's adultery at its finest, man. Even if they wasn't sleeping together, you in the same house.
Hey, well, that's why.
You know, you pretending like that's your wife. You laying in the bed, and that shit was on TV, man.
Yeah. They got shows like called Lucifer, where Lucifer is the hero.
Yep.
You seen that shit?
Yep.
It's Lucifer. Then they got young Sheldon, where he, you know, young Sheldon, a little boy.
yeah,
He's
that
supposed to be a
shit.
fucking genius, but he don't believe in the Most High. Well, how could he be a genius?
Right.
Hey, and that's why the scriptures say that that this place, America, is worse than Sodom, because of Sodom got destroyed just off homosexuality.
Yeah,
but this place is gonna get destroyed for multiple
You can
reasons.
get a sex change. You can do whatever you want. You can change your gender at 8 years old. You can do a whole bunch of wickedness, man. This place is all those kingdoms wrapped up in one.
Well, hey, wasn't it Biden that came out on Twitter and said that you should be able to have a sex change at like 8 or 9 or something?
He's a pedophile, right? He likes little boys and little girls.
That's your so-called president-elect. We'll call him so-called because who knows what the hell Trump gonna do?
Verse 25, it say, and Yahweh hath opened up his armory and have brought forth the weapons of his indignation.
That's those arrows, man. Go ahead. That's those arrows.
For this is the work of Yahweh, the power of hosts, in the land of the Chaldeans.
Yeah, because the Lord created the smith to blow up the coals in the fire, right? The Most High gave the scientists the mind to be able to go into the nuclear bombs and the atoms and all of that. That's the Lord's work, man. Esau takes credit for it, but that's the Lord's work, because this is his movie, and at the end of the day, he's going to put the spirit on the kings of the earth to shoot those missiles off, man. So this is all the Most High.
That's right. Hey, and that's the spirit. Not to cut you off, like, because Iran, one of their nuclear physicists just died. You know, it was just assassinated. It's just
Nuclear scientists, yeah.
It was just spirit.
Go ahead.
It say, come against her from the uttermost border, open her storehouses, cast her up as heaps, and destroy her utterly. Let nothing be left of her.
Yeah, destroy her utterly, man. In other words, when this place is hit with those nukes, there's gonna be nothing left. There's gonna be no grass, all right? No stones. You want to say something?
Yeah, if I can comment on the part where it says open up her storehouses, you got all around the country these people waiting in these food lines, and these food pantries are running out. And that was one of the things that they're trying to focus on with these stimulus bill, man. You know, the grocery stores are getting scarce because of trucker strikes and so on and so forth.
Mile-long food pantry, mobile food pantries. People standing in line for 4 to 5 hours for food.
And that's okay, because they just came out with another article saying that they got lab-grown meat that was ready.
Yep.
They got.
They was talking about that. Yeah, they've been talking about that, and you know that shit's gonna give you cancer and fucking all types of shit, man. How you gonna grow meat? First of all, it ain't even from an animal. It's just grown in the lab.
The 3D printed
And
food
the only
and all
thing
that.
that's gonna be meaty
Fuck is
about
that?
it is the texture, man. This shit's gonna be filled with all types of chemicals, man. Hey, when you ride down the back roads, because we live near a lot of back roads, and you see the cows, and them shits be looking like they got all types of diseases, man. You see a lamb full of cows, but you see the ribs on the cow.
Yeah.
And for me,
The grass they eating, ain't really nourishing their body the correct way. All the food is tainted, man. Go ahead.
It says,
Hey,
verse
for you brothers that live in the northern states, the winter is here. But we
dark
still,
winter.
We still gotta come out, man. The dark winter is here. It's cold. It's getting cold, man. But we still gotta come out and teach the word, man.
Hey.
In season and out of season.
Hey, they said that the new order in California, if they do it in California, they're gonna do it in New York.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But they said the new order is no outside gatherings at all, unless you want to the grocery store. But they said it's an exception for protests and for religious reasons. So we should be good.
Oh, you gotta see that. I shared, yeah.
Hey, Cuomo already lost that. What did he lose that Supreme Court case?
Yeah. And I
Yep.
said that was the spirit, because that's good for our ministry.
Right.
We can still gather.
Hey, it's also good that like if we make it to the Passover, when the Passover come around, our shit ain't like in the world, so like they won't know, so we can still go and do our thing, and they don't, because it ain't like a worldwide thing like Christmas and Thanksgiving and shit like that.
We-
We're not having our Passover at arenas.
Hey,
Yeah,
let's-
we're not gonna run out the Burt Flickinger Center on
Nah.
ECCC campus.
Hey, probably less than 1% of the people on Earth having the Passover. Keeping the Passover.
Yeah, the correct way. Yeah.
It's, verse 27. It says, slay all her bullocks, let them go down to the slaughter. Woe unto them, for their day is come, the time of their visitation. The voice of them that flee and escape out of the land of Babylon, to declare in Zion the vengeance of Yahweh our power. It say the vengeance of his temple. Call together the archers against Babylon, and all ye that bend the bow, camp against it round about. Let none of thereof escape. Recompense her according to her work,
Read that part one more time, so I call together the archers.
Verse 29. Call together the archers against Babylon. All ye that bend the bow.
That's the other nations, all ye that bend the bow. Because you got the nuclear missiles, they sit in that silo, right? You know, it's a bow and it's an arrow. Okay, the silos will represent the bow. That's where the arrow sits. Because the silos are usually in the ground, you know, and the nukes will go up. You know, so that's the bow and the arrow, man, and that's what's gonna be used to fight World War III.
Yeah, Isaiah 9 and 5, where it says,
yeah, get that real quick. Just read that real quick.
Okay. This is Isaiah chapter 9.
because no other war was fought like that.
Yep. No other war. That's why I believe. That's why the Most High saved it for Babylon, man. You know, saved those missiles for Babylon and different parts of the earth too. Because not only America's gonna be hit with missiles, you know, different parts of the earth is gonna get destroyed. Because how is the earth gonna reel to and fro if it's just on one side of the earth?
Well, and it's spiritual because when you get into Revelation 9, right, when it describes the locusts in the air and all the different ways that they fought, that was unusual.
Right.
You know, fighting with guns and planes and that.
Yep.
And then this is going to be a step above that.
This is Isaiah chapter 9, verse 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused
Noise.
noise.
Yeah, because back in the ancient world, you would hear them fighting.
Yeah, remember Braveheart, the battle
Yeah.
cry. Everybody be yelling, oh!
Yeah,
So
you hear swords,
clink,
ding,
clink.
yeah, all that, man. Hey, watch 300. Ching, ching. You know, they just. I mean, you really had to be a warrior to fight in those type. Because I mean, it was probably an 80% chance you wasn't coming back. You know.
You had to
Hey.
march for miles and miles.
You went out there. You was going out there like I might die today.
Hey, today they call that a suicide mission.
Right. Exactly.
Hey, you see how, like, even in, like, World War I, you see how they had them fighting there, all being in a line with their guns, shooting each other. Just shoot the fuck.
Yep.
You just gonna sit there.
Sitting there shooting with muskets.
Reload, they shoot this shit.
Yeah, musket guns and shit.
Fucking crazy.
Now Esau has the technology where the kings of the earth just gonna push a button, and the nuke's gonna fly, man. And then you have
Drones.
missile defense systems and shit, but that ain't gonna work. Go ahead, it's a lot.
Isaiah chapter 9, verse 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire.
Yeah, those nukes, which man, you don't even know the temperature of a nuclear missile. And also they got the nuclear warheads too. You know, so there's multiple missiles inside of one.
Hey, you gotta be really hot because when you read
it's
Ezekiel,
hot.
the 22nd chapter, he said the missile's gonna melt people. He said they
Oh
gonna
yeah.
melt you.
Oh, 100%. People are gonna melt.
Hey, the elements of the elements gonna melt with fervent heat.
Fervent heat, yeah. I mean, you gonna Sarah Connor, Terminator. You gonna instantly disappear.
Hey, them bones gonna be gone too.
The bones gonna, you ain't gonna be no skeleton. You're gonna be dust. You're gonna be powder, man.
Yo, Sarah, when you watch that movie Terminator, Sarah Connor, she just exploded into dust.
Yep.
She was like,
The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence. Let's go back to that. So this war is gonna be fought with Oh, you didn't? Go ahead, keep going.
verse 6.
Oh, you read the whole first.
You read 5.
My bad. This verse 20. Jeremiah 50 and 29. Call together the archers against Babylon, all ye that bend the bow, camp against it round about. Let none thereof escape. Recompense her according to her work, according to all that she have done, do unto her, for she have been proud against Yahweh.
Yeah, all day, every day. And if she have done, do unto her. When you look at the history of this place, it's bloody. There's nothing but a bloody track record, man. And Edomites hate when you talk about it, because they want to leave it in the past.
And And they speak wickedly. Scriptures say they speak wickedly
concerning oppression.
Concerning oppression.
You know, they want to just have one up. Well, no, can you just leave that in the past?
Yeah. If we bring it up, then we the racist.
Right. But the scriptures even tell you that the Most High require if that which is past.
That's right.
The Lord is gonna bring up your track record, man. First of all, you were the ones that touched the apple of His eye. Yes, it was prophesied that we would go into captivity under our enemies, but that's how bad the Most High is. He can tell Esau to do something for him,
He'll let him go.
and then turn around and fuck you up for doing it.
Hey, but every other nation that had us in that captivity didn't treat Jake like that. They ain't treat him
That's harsh.
like
dogs.
Even when like when you go back to the book of Daniel, he had Jake all up in his government.
Oh yeah, he was higher up. But I'll say this generation of Edomites, because even when we was in Rome, we was under the Edomites.
I was gonna say that too.
Yeah, but they let us. We knew we was Israelites. All we had to do was just pay your tribute, your taxes or whatever, and they will still let you, keep your customs or whatever.
And they said that Alexander the Great didn't even tax. He had a tax over all the countries he had under him. He taxed all of them except Jerusalem.
And like we said, we knew that we was Israelites. But in this place, that was completely taken from us.
Yeah,
It's stolen away, and now they call themselves.
Yep.
it was Antiochus that really fucked it up for them Greeks, man.
Hey, they
He was the one.
they actually try to they put forth their maximum effort to utterly do away with us.
Psalms 83.
They put forth their maximum effort to completely wipe out and do away with our
heritage.
Our heritage, God.
Go to Psalms 83.
And they're going harder today. It just don't seem like it.
Yeah. This is Psalms chapter 83,
6.
verse 6. Sorry, 3. Yeah, 3. Psalms verse 83, verse 3. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones.
Yeah, the crafty council, all the nations get together and they come up with a plan how to destroy Jerusalem. All right, go ahead.
They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
Yeah, so we got to put them under bywords.
Yeah, and why would they want to do that? What you doing that for? That's some dirty shit.
Yeah.
Because they know that once they disconnect us from our power, that we ain't shit. But they also know that when we connected to our power, that we unstoppable.
Yeah.
And that's why they trying to demonize us, demonize the ministry. Like you had Elder Monazak did the video the other day about that dude in North Carolina. They tried to say he was a black Hebrew Israelite. He attacked somebody with a machete. So they come in. I'm good. There's gonna be harsher days than this. They come in to demonize the ministry, man, and that's what they want to do.
Yeah, and you got these other Israelite groups walking around with fucking swords and fucking machetes and shit and guns and all types of shit. And look, so it's easy. And even IUIC, I was just watching one. The way they got their garments, it's like armor and shit. Like
They want to look militant.
Man, sending the right message, man.
Oh, when the scriptures say put on the whole armor of the Most High, they ain't talking about physical.
But even if it was, I was watching, I've seen they shit from last week. They Sabbath service when Nate was teaching. Guess what the lesson was about? It was fucking damn. I married the monster. It's fucking. They talking about the vaccine about to drop in fucking next week, and
They talk about marrying a woman.
And then I went through all fucking for the last 3 months. You don't see nothing about vaccine, nothing about the mark of the beast.
Because Nate told that one girl to take it. They said when they fly to different countries, they take vaccines and shit.
Yeah.
Wait, let's say that there's no tracking technology in it. There's still baby fetuses.
There's still people getting sick.
It's still crab blood.
Yeah.
Shark liver.
Shark liver.
Monkey urine.
And what the fuck? And Esau will actually tell you that there's benefits and all that shit. First of all, crab is against the dietary. So the vaccine is automatically making you sin.
It's an abomination.
It's an abomination. It's automatically making you sin because it's got doses of crab in it, which is against the dietary laws.
And it's crazy because they telling you could go on Google and look up what's in the fucking vaccine. So you
can't eat crab, but you could pierce through your skin
Inject it.
Like, come on, man, like piercing through your skin is a sin in itself.
Hey, you're not supposed to eat the blood of any animal.
You know what? Man,
There's zero benefits in it.
yo,
You was done with that?
I got one. Verse 5. For they have consulted together with one consent. They have They are confederate against the tabernacle of Edom.
He's always gonna be number one on the hit list, going back to the womb, all the way back to the womb, man. The scriptures say before any have done good and evil, before the children was born, the Most High already had it set on who was gonna be the good and who was gonna be the bad.
That's right.
Yeah, it said before he did any wrong.
Before he did. But it's
wicked.
spiritual because he went back to Cain. So really, you know, he was and what does Cain mean? What is it in the Hebrew? Is it like a weapon or something?
Yeah.
Dagger or something like that? Cain? I forgot how you say it.
Quayan?
Quayan, I think it's something like that. But it means I think it's a killing instrument. Something to that effect. It's not good.
Right.
You know?
But that's the translation in the Hebrew. Something.
Yeah. And that's what Esau did, man. Esau is a walking killing instrument. Why do you think he wants to come with the vax?
Hey, the scriptures mention Esau as being the whipping stick of the Most High.
Yep.
You know?
Go ahead.
So we get Psalm 17 and 13.
Well, just read. Go to read 5 again.
For
17 and 13.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
this is Psalm chapter 83, verse 5.
You don't gotta read 6. Just read 5.
For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee.
Yeah, they're confederate against us. You know, they're against the nation of Israel because they know who the true children of Israel are, and they got the records. They know. That's it on that.
It's the book of Judith. I got that Psalm 17 too. This is the book of Judith, chapter 5, verse 17. This is going on the point where the brother said that they wanted sinning because it keep us against our power. It say, and while they sit not before Yahweh, they prospered, because Yahweh that hateth iniquity was with them. But when they prepared from the way, but when they departed from the way which he appointed them, they were destroyed in many sore battles and were led captives into a land that was not theirs.
Yeah, and that's what happens when we turn from our power, and that's still effective until today. Go ahead.
And the temple of their power was cast down to the ground, and their cities were taken by the enemies. But now they are returned to their power and are come up from the places where they were scattered, and have possessed Jerusalem, where the sanctuary is, and are seated in the hill country, which was desolate. Now, therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error against this people, and they sin against their power, let us consider that this shall be their ruin.
Yeah, so in those traits are still happening amongst our people today. Now we're being risen up from all the places where we were scattered, just like during that time. But physically now we standing on our feet, we're teaching the word, we're bringing back the remnant, the elect. And once we connect back with Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, nothing can fuck with us, man.
That's right.
And this is in the flesh. Imagine when we get the new bodies. You got it.
It say, but if there be no iniquity in their nation, let my Lord now pass by, lest their Lord defends them.
Yeah, hey, the Lord is about to defend the elect. Because it tells you in Revelation, when it says these were virgins, how's it go? What is that?
There's no guile.
Yeah,
There was no
yeah,
guile
yeah.
found in them.
Yeah. So basically, the Most High, if we of the elect,
just get Revelations.
Yeah, I forgot where
First
it was
chapter, I think, where it say the white stone. He gave him the white stone. Is that the
white
1 or
stone?
2? 2 and 17 or
If-
1 and 17?
If we're of the elect, we're gonna be found without fault before the throne of the Most High. All right, we're gonna be found perfect before the Lord if we of the elect.
See it?
This is Revelation chapter 1, verse.
Is that it? Where it say the white stone? Nah, go to 2 and 17. I think it's 2 and 17.
This is Revelation chapter 2, verse 17.
Tripping. I didn't read this.
I'm just gonna get no guile in their mouth.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Get that.
This is Revelation chapter 14, verse 5. I'm gonna start at verse 4. These are they which were not defiled with women, for they are virgins. This is Revelation chapter 14, verse 4. These are they which were not defiled with women, for they are virgins. These are they which follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth. These were redeemed from among men, being these,
The first fruits.
being the, from among men, being
The first
the
fruits.
first fruits unto Yahweh and to the Lamb, Yahushai. And in their mouth was found no guile, for they are without fault before the throne of Yahweh.
Yeah, so we're gonna be found without fault before the throne of the Most High, if we're of that number. You know, we're gonna be found perfect.
That's right.
Yahweh Shai is gonna pardon our sins,
Hey,
and, and that's the day we're looking for.
Yep. And that proves that the prophets are living in these times today. I mean, there has to be men on this earth who has the 100% truth. You know, that's what the scriptures was saying. No guile.
Yep, that's the remnant. Go from there to 14 and 3. You was at 14. Go to 14 and 3.
This is 14 and 3. It reads, and they sung as it were a new song before the throne and before the four beasts and the elders.
And the new song that we're singing is this doctrine. That's the new song, man. Go ahead.
And no man could learn that song but the 144,000 which were redeemed from the earth.
Yep. That's the 144, baby. Got it?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 2, verse 17. It say, he that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit says unto the churches. To him that overcome, I will give him to eat the hidden manna, and I will give him a white stone. And in the stone a new name, which no man knows, saving he that receiveth. And,
That made me think about IUIC.
Oh, man.
hey, that white stone is from the Roman times, where you used to go to trial, and if you was guilty, you got the black stone, and if you was innocent, you got the white stone. That's why he said he was gonna give us the white stone.
And that proves, Slock, these devils, they play on colors, man. Because what they call themselves white and they call you black. Basically saying that you guilty and they innocent. I mean, man, you know, but hey, at the end of the day, he's a base man, but the Most High gave him certain things, because Esau searches out everything, man.
And the scriptures say that he
looks
was
into
wiser than
things.
Daniel.
Yeah, he looks into things, man. Because that's how he keeps his control.
Esoteric knowledge.
Yep. What's the no, go ahead. I just want to see the time.
Yeah, but you know the scriptures say that he was that he's wiser than Daniel, and it's because he searches everything out. You got it, brother.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 17, verse 13. Arise, O Yahweh, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword.
Hey, and Jacob's trouble is coming, man. And you're gonna see that Esau is the wicked.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that too.
You know, you're gonna see that he's the Most High sword. You're gonna see when you got those military troops in your neighborhood with those tanks. All right, and they're going from door to door, because pretty soon that's basically the next step, is to see the military in your neighborhoods.
Hey, they said they doing that in the UK right now.
Yep.
Dragging people out their houses and shit that refuse to get the vaccine, because they saying it's voluntary. But if you're not getting it, they taking people out their houses.
Yeah, to you brothers that live over there, man, may the Lord, you brothers in the UK, may the Lord protect you. You know, Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatah protect you, man. You know, because we see what's going on over there. Hey, don't worry, it's going to come over here too. You know, we going to catch hell just like y'all brothers, you know. The Most High might just be saving Babylon for last. The Apostles Tahar did that video, the elect in the UK will be tried first. Which that's actually what it's looking like, you know?
This is the book of 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 10. It say, "But thou hast fully known my doctrine, manner of life, purpose, faith, long-suffering, charity, patience, persecutions, afflictions, which came unto me at Antioch, and Icon, and Lystra." It say, "What persecutions I endured, but out of all of them, out of them all, the Lord delivered me."
Yeah, so all those things the Apostle Paul went through, man. And the Lord delivered him.
It said, "Yea, and all that will live godly in Yahweh Shai Mashiach shall suffer persecution."
Yep. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. We're going to be persecuted. We're going to be put through the tests. You're going to have to literally take a step out on faith and actually see, you know, because at the end of the day, that's all we have. Go ahead.
It say, "But continue thou in the things which thou hast learned and has been assured of,"
Yep.
because we've been assured to this salvation.
Yep.
It's because even if we die on this side, it's still gonna happen. It gotta happen because the Lord said it was gonna happen. "And knowing of whom thou hast learned them."
Yeah, and we learned from men. The Spirit gave men the doctrine, certain men, not all men, and they revealed it in the earth. Right? It was passed down to a certain group of men, and the true doctrine has been going out ever since. You had certain men, they would change up the doctrine, change up things that was taught. Maybe because they wasn't comfortable with it. But there's a certain group of men that kept the correct doctrine. You know, they didn't sell out. They don't got no 501c3s. They're not a part of the government. They're giving you the raw truth, and that's been passed down.
Yeah, and it's the same truth. It's the same gospel from when Job and Isaiah and all of them. Get Acts 5:34 real quick. Because I did a video this week on what's the Grandmaster Jacob?
Yep.
And, because his shit is coming to nut now. See, since he locked up, now all the people that who was following him to every city he was going to is gonna get scattered into the Black Lives Matter.
And they not gonna go get that nigga out of jail. They ain't gonna get that nigga.
And he had to get a court-appointed lawyer.
Yep.
He's supposed to be this big somebody.
Yep. Nigga walking down the street with guns and shit, man. Like you somebody.
Hell yeah. They say, "And from a child thou hast known the holy scriptures, which are able to make thee wise unto salvation through faith, which is in Yahweh Shai Mashiach."
And that's what the scriptures are doing. They're making us wise into salvation. We're teaching the light, man. All right, and this is the only way out. The only way out of this is through this doctrine, man. Through Yahweh Shai. All the things that's coming down. Imagine being a nigga in the world right now, not knowing what's going on. You're just a nigga. You just a Latino.
Ain't no telling, man.
You just in the world, just going to work and coming home. And you just in the world.
A lot of people is fucked out, man. A a lot of people's bugging out about this, man.
I mean, just imagine not knowing what's going on. Like you really just thinking like this is my life. This is life.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna go back to normal after we get the vaccine.
Bro,
Yeah,
darkness.
they bugged out. That's why they unstable.
Yep.
They gonna be unstable in that time. That's why we gonna be stable, because
Yeah.
we know.
Imagine
Got
not knowing what the chip is, not knowing about what's in the vaccine. Imagine thinking the vaccine is gonna save your family. I can't wait till they come out with the vaccine, man. So we can all be healthy again. Imagine being a nigga like that, and you actually believe it. Like you trust in that shit. Like Slim Thug, I'm gonna take the medicine.
That's some scary shit, man.
It's scary, man. It's scary. Imagine going to church every Sunday, just
Thinking
you saved, believing on Jesus. Jesus gave us the vaccine, brother. Jesus, he sent the
They
vaccine.
got black pastors telling their congregation that.
Jesus done sent us the miracle. You know,
These people ain't got
He
no
loves you.
comfort,
he
man.
loves you,
Like they. Go ahead, Alex Locky.
and you gotta think that these pastors is gonna lead the people astray. Like we were saying, they gonna pull out Romans 13 so quick and say you gotta listen to the laws of the land and take the vaccine. Listen to the laws of the land and take the chip.
Well, hey,
Don't think about that law. That law where it tell you not to cut and teeth. Don't think about that. Jesus will save you from that.
well, hey, Mr. William Gates said that he came up with a plan that they're gonna have to coerce religious leaders into pushing the max, you know, because people are rebelling against it. A lot of people are rebelling.
Go ahead.
It's the book of Ezekiel going into Jake. What's going to happen to Jake? Ezekiel chapter 22, verse 17. And the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, and the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, the house of Israel is become dross, and all they are brass and tin and iron and lead in the midst of the furnace, and they are even the dross of silver. Therefore thus saith Yahweh, because you are all become dross, behold, I will gather you together in the midst of Jerusalem, as they gather silver and brass and iron and lead and tin into the midst of the furnace, to blow the fire upon it and to melt it. So will I gather you in my anger and in my fury, and I will leave you there and melt you. The Lord, hey, that's what you should be. That's something to be fearful about. The Lord said He gonna melt His people.
The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom.
He said, "Yea, I will gather you."
He said, "I will leave you there." Right. I will leave you there and melt you.
He said, "Yea, I will gather you, and I will blow upon you in the fire of my wrath, and ye shall be melted in the midst thereof. As silver is melted in the midst of the furnace, so shall ye be melted in the midst thereof."
Damn.
He keep telling you, so you don't think it's
Yo.
that's your interpretation. No, I'm
Nah,
gonna melt you.
he emphasized that.
It say, "And ye shall know that I am Yahweh, have poured out my fury upon you."
Yeah, so the Lord is getting ready to do damage in the earth, man. And if you don't got that fear, the spirit of fear on you, because like I just said, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. If you don't fear the Lord, a lot of people fear Esau more than they fear the Lord. And right now, even though we're in the midst of a so-called pandemic, the fear of the Lord is still not in the earth how it should be, man.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be.
It's still not, but you know what it's going to take? It's going to take a famine, because there's something about people not being able to eat. When it's a famine, you're going to have motherfuckers out here praying to God so hard, man. But guess what? Your prayers are going to come to naught.
Hey, a fast bring you closer to the Most High.
Yeah, hey, and that's the spirit, because we was talking about in the group chat how we need to fast, man. We need to stop fucking eating so damn much and fast and put your flesh under subjection. And that's the spirit of the Lord coming upon brothers like, yo, we need to fast, man.
Hey, Apostle Hart said brothers should fast for them brothers in the UK right now.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Because fasting helps. It helps. It cleanses the body. You know, it brings you closer to the Most High.
Hey, when King David his child was sick, he fasted for 7 days because he knew that that's what the Most High liked.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, man, the Lord loves it when you chastise yourself, you know, for His sake, you know, because this flesh is wicked, man. You gotta tame this shit, man, so your spirit can get stronger, you know, and plus that shows a great sign of faith, you know.
Yeah, when you fast.
When you're willing to chastise your own self. And the Lord loves that. You know, the Lord, you can't please the Most High without faith. You know, so that's a sign of faith, and the Lord loves it. That you do that.
Yeah. So with that, brothers, we're gonna give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakudash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of the great millstone. Peace and blessings and salutations to the elect. Hey, like I said, man, you brothers that live up north, just try to endure. You know, the winter is coming, but we've been doing it, so, you know, we can endure it, but we don't know. The Most High might punish us this winter, because this might be the last one.
Lord willing.
Yeah, Lord willing. So